Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Goodwood Racecourse here on Thursday. It's the 31st of July, 2025. Gonna look the stakes action on the program from Goodwood. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Let's look at the stakes action. Races 2, 3, and 4. The second race from Goodwood, it's the Group 2 Richmond Stakes. It's a Group 2 event for Class 1 horses going for a purse of $219,000. Race for 2-year-olds, colts and geldings here. 9 horses are going 1,200 meters or 6 furlongs on the turf course. Gonna take the number 6 horse Maximize as top selection. We're gonna go 638 in the TriCast trifecta. 638 TriCast trifecta. Top selection 6 horse Maximize. 2-year-old colt by Maymoss here. Godolphin Charlie Appy trains William Buick gets to mount. They ran the horse most recently in the Group 2 Kingdom Bahrain July Stakes in Newmarket, 6 furlongs on the 10th of July, and he finished 5th by 3 3/4 lengths that day, and he stalked all the way around the race course. He just didn't get up that final 2 furlongs, that uphill climb. He never got the turn of foot. It wasn't his day to win. I think refreshing here to a little bit leveler playing field, time between races. I think he's going to be in a better spot to win. He ran 2 back in the Woodcote Stakes, the Class 2 conditions race at Epsom, 6 furlongs on Derby weekend. Soft ground, he won by 1.5 lengths, and he was very, very, keen that day, and that was to his advantage. He went to the front end, and he didn't look back. He quickened up nicely. He got the job done. A very good race. Even on debut at Haydock over the 6 in the Class 3 novice race, won by 1 1/4 lengths on the front and all throughout. He really came home clear. Last time out, maybe just handles the fast ground. He's going to see a bit of softer going today, which I think should suit him well. I'm going to use him on the ticket. I think that the 3-horse Capole for David Prober and Clive Cox could get a piece of it. He won quite nicely on debut over the Leicester, over the 5 at a main race. Won by a half a length that day from a tracking trip. He really came home clear. He came back front in the Group 2 Coventry Stakes about a month and a half ago at Royal Ascot, where he finished third by 2 1/4 lengths, where he just couldn't get there late from the outside post draw, or from the outside trip. But he got down the race course well. I think refreshing here back to 6, not the world's toughest race. It wouldn't surprise me if he wins. We'll use him on the ticket. But to recap my selection now for the second, the 155 from Goodwood, the Group 2 Richmond Stakes. We're going to take the 6-horse Maximize. Give kudos to the 3-horse Capole, 638 TriCast trifecta, 6-3 in the multi-race. The third race now, the 230. It's the Group 3 Gordon Stakes. It's a Group 3 event for Class 1 horses going for a purse of $250,000. Race for 3-year-olds here. 7 horses are going 2,400 meters or a mile and a half here in the Gordon. Wouldn't surprise me if some of these horses end up in the St. Ledger in a few weeks' time. But I'm going to take the 1-horse Galveston as a top selection. 1, 2, 3, TriCast trifecta. Top selection of 1-horse Galveston. Then start saying like what's his name? Glenn Campbell. But 3-year-old Colt by Frankel. Ain't O'Brien trains. Ryan Moore gets on this one for Coolmore. The horse's most recent ad came the Group 2 King Edward, the 6 Stakes at Royal Ascot, a mile and a half on the 20th of June. And he finished third by 3 lengths that day. And he was with them early on, saying some good numbers up front. He just yielded off of that. The winners caught him. But I thought he ran his heart out on a tracking trip or on a front running trip. They're probably going to send him today and see how far the pace goes. Maybe not as, fast as he did last time out. I think he could stay the trip well, and I think he's sitting on a very good run. On the dam side, he has that mile and a half staying trip. Even on the sire side also. Frankly, I think about a mile and a quarter at the most. But I think these horses could stay a mile and a half. He ran 2 back in a handicap at Nace, mile and a quarter and 10th of May, winning by 1 3/4 lengths that day from a tracking trip. When he got the turn of foot, he really came home clear. A very good race. Since putting the headgear on with that race at Nace, he's really improved a lot, and I think that's going to be the key for him getting to the winner's circle again today. His first start of the season came 30th of March at Leopardstown, a mile and a quarter and a handicap, finishing 7th by 6 lengths that day. It wasn't 100% cranked. He yielded out of it. It just wasn't his race to win. But he won a very nice main race over the mile on soft ground back in October. Won about half a length coming from mid-pack. I thought he came home clear. Refreshing here, I'm going to give him a shot to win. The 2-horse Merchant has done everything right in the going up on the handicaps. 2 back won a very nice handicap over the mile and a half at York May Festival weekend. Won by 2.5 lengths from a tracking trip. Came up clear. Closed up well in the King George V Royal Ascot over the 19th of June, won by a length, closing over nowhere. I thought that was another very good race. He's the kind of horse I think he's going to stay forever. Like I said, a few weeks' time we have the St. Ledger. If he wins here, wouldn't surprise me if he runs there, and he probably will have a good chance. Like I said, I just think he's the kind of horse that wants to stay forever. I'll definitely use him in the quad Hopkins with this race. But to recount my selection for the 2:30, the third race from Goodwood. It is the Group 3 Gordon Stakes. We're going to go take the one horse Galveston, give kudos to the two horse merchants. 1, 2, 3, TriCast trifecta, 1, 2 in the multi race. Let's get to the featured fourth race, the 305 now from God, I can't get my race courses right. From Goodwood, it is the Group 1 Nassau Stakes. It's a Group 1 event for Class 1 horses going for a $750,000 purse. Race for 3-year-olds and upwards, fillies and mares here. 5 quality horses are going the 2,000-meter trip or mile and a quarter on the turf course. I love the 5-horse Whirl as top selection. Gonna go 5, 2, 3 in the TriCast trifecta. 5, 2, 3 TriCast trifecta. Top selection 5-horse Whirl. 4-year-old filly by Wooten Bassett. 8 O'Brien trains. Ryan Moore gets the mount. They ran the horse most recently in the Group 1 Pretty Polly Stakes Takura. 1 quarter, 30th of June or 20th of June. He won by 1 1/4 lengths that day, and he was on the front end, sending some good fractions home, quickened up nicely. I thought that was a very good race. Refreshing here back to the UK, where this horse has run very well races in the past. I think she's sitting on a good run facing the older horse for the first time. It's not the world's deepest Nassau Stakes we've had in a while, and I think the younger horses here are just a tad better than the old horses, and I think it's going to be a good one. He ran two back in the Oaks at Epsom, mile and a half on the 6th of June on soft ground. He finished second by a neck. Just had a bit of a wide trip, just couldn't get there late. Minnie Hawk, who won that day, was next start winner, freak that day. But this horse ran a terrific race behind her, and the Group 3 Misadora Stakes at York over the mile and a quarter, won by 5.5 lengths that day. She broke very, very, very easily, and then took home clear on the front end. That was a very good race. Only subpar race came back in the Park Express Stakes over the mile at the Cur back in April, where she finished sixth by 4 3/4 lengths that day, where she just had absolutely nothing. But since then, since coming to the longer trip, she's really been improving a lot. Coming here to a mile and a quarter, I think she could sit well. I think the two horse see the fire for Andrew Balding and Ojan Murphy Quinn also run by a half a dozen in the Middleton Stakes at York over the mile and a half back in May. Coming up clearly from the back of the pack and put on a show. Came back to run the Prince of Wales against the boys, where she finished third by 4 1/4 lengths, where she just couldn't get there late. Ran her heart out, but she just wasn't keeping up with the boys. I think refreshing here back to the fillies. I think she's a horse that could definitely get a piece fit. We'll use her on the ticket, but it's a very exciting Nassau here, so I think you go a few ways. But to recount my selection for the 305, the fourth race from Goodwood, it is the Group 1 Nassau Stakes. We're going to take the 5-horse Whirl, give kudos to the 2-horse Sea of the Fire. 5, 2, 3 TriCast trifecta. 5, 2 in the multi race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.